wife, I smashed and never called her. Should've been a pimp, bitch, beg me to take it out. Good chef, give me a meeting, I'm a little dog. Ain't get clipped with the monkey nut, shoot it till your hand blue. I get dope up on that all I treat it like food.
Anthony, do you hate me? This man texted yes back so fast that it autocorrected to he's.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Tooski, nigga. Matter of fact, call me Mr. Chase That Cheese, nigga.
He cold.
Anthony Edwards really said, look here, let's get down to the nitty gritty of why we here. How much is it gonna cost me to pay my 18 years of child support up front? That is one of the most unhinged things I've ever heard of. Who would think of some shit like that? He dead ass wrong. He knew laying down with this lady and not pulling out could create a baby. 1 + 1 = 3. We learned that in grade school. We learned that in grade school. Now, she also knew the situation she was putting that baby in. That man told her he didn't want that baby. Nothing to do with it. The baby the only one innocent at this point. The baby the only one innocent.
The only person I feel bad for in this Anthony Edwards situation is the daughter. She's the only victim. It takes 2 people to bring a child into this world. Anthony Edwards could have avoided this situation by wearing protection, but he don't believe in that. Now, Anthony Edwards made it clear from the jump. I don't want to have this baby. Get rid of it. She proceeds to continue to have the baby. He said, your child is going to grow up without a father. She continues to have the baby, which is her choice, it's her body, right? But nobody should be surprised that he doesn't want to be in the baby's life. When he said he didn't from the get-go. Do I agree with it? Do I think it's right? Not really. It's still a child at the end of the day. That's still your responsibility. And she didn't ask to be here. But when she asked him, do you hate me? And he said yes. When she first told him that she was pregnant and he said, get rid of it, right then and there, conversation should have been over.
Did you hear the rumor that NBA star Anthony Edwards told a judge that he wanted to pay 18 years of child support up front?
Damn.
Because he didn't want to have nothing to do with his baby mama or their child. This is 38-year-old Aisha Howard, a brand ambassador who gave birth to a daughter named Aubrey in October.
Brand ambassador, she's 38 years old, shaking her butt on Instagram with a lip gloss in between her butt cheeks. Just because you do that, that don't mean you're a brand ambassador, you have a business. It's just being a hoe with extra steps. It's all. She's a 38-year-old woman that's wanting to sleep with basketball players so that she could get pregnant and trap them. And she's calling herself a brand ambassador, but really her job is to shake her butt on Instagram, just to clarify.
October of 2024. And this is Anthony Edwards. He plays ball for the Minnesota Wolves. And apparently and allegedly, he got 3 different women pregnant last year.
That's a damn shame.
He met Aisha in Georgia. And after he got her pregnant, she sent him a text message letting him know that he was going to be a father. Anthony immediately told her to have an abortion. And she said she didn't want to do it because she had just had an abortion 2 years ago and she regretted it. So he told her that child gonna be fatherless, and then he blocked her on every social media platform to let her know he was serious. He did not want a child with her. So she went through the entire pregnancy alone, and right before she gave birth, she moved to California and had the baby named Aubrey in a California hospital. As soon as she gave birth, she filed a paternity lawsuit in California asking for Anthony to be added to the birth certificate and for him to reimburse her for all of the costs associated with her pregnancy.
Oh, this is a professional hustler. Oh, she's a professional hustler. This is what she does for a living. She's not a brand ambassador. She is a professional hustler. She moved to California where she knows she's going to get stricter child support rules, had the baby in California for absolutely no reason other than the fact that she was going to get more money for it. This is her hustler. This is the NBA of gold digging. This is what she's a part of. So he done met his match. He signed up for it because he wanted to have casual sex with a woman. And he thought that was all that the agreement was. But she signed up because she wanted to get pregnant by a man and get a check. And so in this situation, it seems like everybody got what they wanted. She got the check. He got his casual sex. I hope it was worth it, brother, because it cost you 18 months of child support. And he didn't even care. He didn't even care about the depreciation over time with inflation. He didn't even care about inflation depreciation. He said, I just want to pay it off right now because he hates her that much. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
And to establish child support to support her and the child for the duration of the child's childhood. After they took a DNA test and Anthony was the father, he said, that's okay, I'm the father, but I don't want visitation rights or custody.
Wow.
She can have her. The only thing Anthony asked for was for child support to be determined in Georgia because he believed Aisha moved to California so that she can get a bigger child support payment out of him. So he filed a separate paternity lawsuit in Georgia and waited. And lo and behold, the California judge agreed with Anthony and determined that the Georgia judge will preside over the child support case. And then rumors began circulating that Anthony asked to pay the entire 18 years of child support up front because he don't want to have nothing to do with Aisha. Even though there's absolutely no evidence that he really said that, people are angry and saying, dang, he must seriously hate her and that child. People are debating what happened to Aisha, where she couldn't lock down this YN like Drea did. What do you think of this crazy situation? Leave a comment to let me know.
Well, this is what happens in society when you promote sexual immorality. And this is the issue with a lot of kids being raised without a dad currently, and that being a result, and as a result, society just getting worse. You promote sexual immorality, you got men and women getting together, having children out of lust, not out of love. They're having these kids out of lust. And then when the man doesn't commit to the woman because he doesn't even like the woman, hardly even knows the woman, probably wouldn't even let the woman drive his car. There are dudes that sleep with women that they wouldn't even let them drive their car. There are women that sleep with men that they wouldn't even let drive their car. But they'll give their bodies to each other. And so these kids are being made out of lust instead of love. And this is the result. This is what you get. You get men that are resentful towards the woman for having the kid in the first place, even though y'all having sex. And then you get women that try to weaponize the kid to get money. And because everybody just wants to be able to be sexually immoral in society, these are the results that you get. It's unfortunate. The worst part about it is the only person that loses is the kids. And that's what society doesn't see. They just like the sexual immorality part. They like for everybody to just have free, liberal, sleeping with each other. Not understanding that the reason you don't promote those things in society is because it has an effect on the kids. Not because you want to limit the adults. It's because you want to make sure that the kids have a foundation in which they can come out of, right? So you can have effective members of society. And that's not what you're going to get when you have sexual immorality in society. You're going to have 38-year-old women sleeping with men that know that they don't want any longevity, having children, born out of lust and instead of love. And it's a sad reality. And by the way, I'm not saying that Anthony Edwards is exempt. I think that he's responsible for what he did. I think he's responsible for getting 3 women pregnant in 1 year. But his level of responsibility now in a materialistic society is just to write a check. He ain't got to be a dad no more. That's not an expectation in society. That's not an expectation from the women of the men in today's society. They just want the check because the only value of a man in their eyes is just the money. So what's going to happen is she's going to get this $1 million check. She's going to spend it all in the course of 2 years because this is all she wanted in her life. She has no money management skills. Her only job is to shake her butt on Instagram and lay on her back for the right man and get pregnant. She's going to blow this money in the next couple years, and then her kid are going to be online, going on podcasts, trying to say that Anthony Edwards is a bad man because he doesn't want to take care of them anymore after he wrote his check. And that's the result. Let me know in the comments below if this video was a W or L, and give me the HBO special. That's a Help Brother Out special. Hit the like and the subscribe button for more content. Also become a member of the Patreon. Till next time.